Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversation. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
All of our stories begin with either in the beginning or once upon a time. And for me, my story began pretty much, and this is how it was referred to for quite a while, a backdoor deal. I could be living in a different neighborhood, in a different school, with different kids in the same bedroom from day to day. And so it began to feel like I was moving through a maze. I was always the kind of kid who would talk to my imaginary friends, they would talk back, and I know now that it was a great thing because it was carving out a place for me to dream. A lot of us will say, well, I want to lose 10 pounds. And then down the road, we've gained it. Why? Because want comes like a wish list, but need comes with a plan. When you feel that power, that is your story, and you see how many paths it can light, trust me, there's nothing in the world that will make you say it wasn't worth it. Y'all better wake that ass up today for real. You ain't gonna want to sleep through today's episode. I promise you that. It is a fabulous Friday, and we are getting ready to twirl up in here, down. Now, for those of you from the hetero community, I got my little Unity shirt on today, otherwise known as breeders. You guys are in for a treat today. We have a great guest today. A lot of us know him as Michael. A lot more people know Michael as Mona Lotz, a female impersonator, an entertainer. This guy is just so talented, so gifted. Boy, and I've got a great clip to share with you today. So, first of all, where are my manners? Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to today's installment, the Friday edition of Bathrobe Moments. And I'm your host, Dr. Lauren Michaels Harris. And aren't we just so blessed to be here together, to be alive, and to be in a Friday? Can I get an amen up in here for Friday? Drop it in the comments. And while you're at it, let us know where you're watching from in the universe, if you would. Couple announcements really quickly before we get Michael Mona in here. Come on down to Chicago. Who doesn't love Chicago, right? But you're going to really love it if you're here August 31st and September 1st, where I and 30 some other speakers, influencers, storytellers, business gurus are all coming together. We're converging, y'all, at the 2023 Accelerator Business Summit at the wonderful, oh my God, I love this venue, the Tinley Park Convention Center. I am your master of ceremonies. That's right, to this road to legacy mindset and extravaganza. So come on down and let's spend a couple days together. How's that? Also, coming up, ooh-wee. That's right. We have launched it. Legacy Builders. Legacy Builder. Oh, let me get this thing off the screen covering up. Yeah, there's the logo. Legacy Builders Masterclasses are now available to everyone. I got sick of masterclasses only being for celebrities, high-level influencers and such. And so we have now launched Legacy Builders Masterclasses for everyone. Why? Because I truly believe that everything we've mastered, it deserves a masterclass. So get at me if you want to hear more about it, and we'll get on a call. Also, next weekend, I'll be gone this time next week. I'll be live from Kansas City, Missouri, where I will be speaking at the Becoming the Best You event. This will be my second year there. So happy. Thank you, Terrence Leffridge and visionary founder, Brenda Ringwood. Look at all the people that are going to be there. I will be there, and I hope you will be too. And that's that. So Mona Lotz is in the house. And if you have any kids, you might want to make them leave the room now. And if you got one of I was gonna say, if you got one of them nasty grandmas like I did, oh my God, my grandmother was so fast. Bless her heart, Grandma Callie. She'd go out, she didn't care. She was 80-some years old, and let her see a guy she liked, she'd be like, if I'd have run into you 50 years ago. Right. So anyway, we love our grandmas. If you love your grandma, put it in the chat, won't you please? So listen, without further ado, let's welcome Michael and Mona both. They're both here, and let me tell you, he's dressed for the occasion. So put some virtual hearts on the screen, won't you please? It's our way of jumping to our feet as we bring in our guests for today. Here we go, you guys. You look like that movie.
what? Penguin from Batman?
No, The World's Greatest Showman.
Oh, okay, there you go. Well, I do this as me.
I love that jacket.
I love it. Thank you.
I
used it as Gabriel in a show.
Oh, I love me some sparkly coats.
I know, sequence anything, right?
And that hat.
Yes,
Let's talk about that hat.
My crew got this hat. If they're watching, Angel's in here. Angel's actually the one that found it. The doctor here wants to know where he can find this.
Crew. Is that your politically correct way of saying entourage?
Yes, the people who help me run my show.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Before we get into that show on this show, I want you to show your ass by telling everybody all about Michael Mona. I'm going to give you a minute or so. I'm going to dip out for a second and let you create your own vibe with everybody. All right. Then I'm going to step back in and we'll officially get started. How's that sound?
Sounds great. Thank you.
Okay. All you take it away.
All right, everyone. It's great to be here with all of you. My name is Michael Riffe. I am the female illusionist Mona Lotz from Ashtabula, Ohio, which is in the northeast far corner of Ohio, east of Cleveland. Ashtabula means river of many fish. It's the Native American term. And I'm an actor, singer since I was a child. And Mona was a creation that I had over 15 years ago, around 16 years. And she developed into my mouthpiece. She's the one that gives me the strength to say the things that I need to say and that I want to say that I can't in this flesh. And I've used her so much that now we have our own talk show, just like the doctor here has, and Dr. Lauren has, and it's going quite well. Um, it's not just the singing in the bars anymore. It's actually, we have our talk show called Lots of Tea with Mona on YouTube and Facebook, that we go live the first and the third Thursday of every month at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And our goal is helping hurting hearts. That's our focus.
Aw,
Yeah.
I love that.
Actually,
You know what?
my co-host is a licensed therapist that specializes in trauma.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, well, then I got to tell my husband to watch.
Large Marge.
I need something LGBT. I feel underdressed. So
There you go. Hold your teddy bear. Huh?
I am.
That's adorable.
I know.
I love that.
One of my followers sent that for Pride. Yeah. So listen, I'm so glad you're here.
I'm
I'll start
glad
with
to
that.
be
And
here.
I'm loving this set, all of it. So I thought we could kick things off. We went into the archives and dusted off some of your old records, right, if you will. And we're getting ready to spin one of them right now, if that's okay. You guys sit back. It's about
It makes
4
me
minutes.
nervous.
Usually I don't show the whole clip, but
Sure.
I enjoyed this piece so much. This is Reba McIntosh. And yes, exactly, like the apple, because I heard you, girl, over in the corner putting on them eyelashes, like Reba, right? And Mona Lotz, and they're performing "Does He Love You?" Does he?
McIntosh and Mona Lotz.
I've known about you for a while now. When he leaves me, he wears a smile now. As soon as he's away from me, in your arms is where he wants to be. But you're the one he rushes home to. You're the one he gave his name to. I never see his face in the early morning light. You have his mornings, his daytimes, but sometimes I have his nights. But does he love you? Does he love you like he loves me? Does he think of you? Does he think of you when he's holding me? Does he whisper all his fantasies? Does he love you? Does he love you like he's been loving me? But when he's with me,
you better sing, darling.
He says he wants me. He says that he believes in me. And when I'm in his arms, oh, he swears there's no one else.
We got Reba down.
She is a good Reba.
Yeah. And you got Donna's lips. I mean,
thank you, baby.
Incredible.
Was that you?
Hell no, I wouldn't be caught dead in them saggy pants. I just kidding. Hey, bro.
Excuse me. Well, we're spinning and spinning. He told me this morning they get their internet in Chicago from the dollar store, so Just to wait patiently. So here we are. I guess it's my show now. Who knows what could happen? Anyways, that clip there wasn't too long ago.
No, I'm
Yeah.
still listening to it in here.
Sure.
Let me tell you what I have to do here. Let me tell you what I have to do. First of all,
Thank you.
I'm telling you that well, for those of you who haven't visited, a couple things real quick. First of all, Chicago gets their internet from the dollar store. That's why that keeps happening. That's the bell of purpose. I ring it every time there's some truth out there, because the truth has a ring to it, just like the bell. And I forgot to introduce my sidekick before I get my ass sued. Lucy McGillicuddy Ricardo. Been here every day, all 7 years. I love me some Lucy. I have Lucy dolls back there, and my cats are named Ethel and Lucy.
Really?
Clearly, I love her. Yes.
Love
So,
that.
first question. Name your favorite female artist that you love to perform.
Dolly Parton.
Who's your go-to? Where can't nobody tell you shit about her?
Dolly Parton.
I knew it. How did you get her lips down so? And her mannerisms? Do you watch her videos over and over and over?
My grandfather was in love with Dolly Parton, and he just adored her. And I remember as a young child, she had her show.
Yes.
She had her own like
variety
show kind of thing. And she come down out of the sky, out of the kind of swing, singing "Life Is Like a Butterfly." She just so happened to sing "Happy Birthday" to a guy named Don, and it was his birthday, and he thought like literally we had done that.
I would have let him.
Right. No one, I don't think anybody had told him, like even to the day he died, like no one just told him. But I've always been inspired by Dolly Parton for so many reasons, because I don't know if you've seen her Netflix special, like she has her own biography that she's done.
No.
You have to watch. It's called "This Is Me."
Writing it down.
Yes, it's on Netflix. This is me. If the whole world of entertainment would be Dolly Parton, I have a shirt. It actually has me on it.
I love it.
As Dolly Parton. It says, "In a world full of Karens, be a Dolly."
Yes.
It's just one of my little sayings I have. And but the reason is that Dolly's an entertainer. Dolly Parton is she says like she'd be a drag queen if she was born a man, like if she was a woman. Dolly's a character.
Yes,
That's not who goes home. She'll tell you. That's why her husband doesn't. You don't see her husband with her. That's her job. She's always there for her fans. Yeah. She's always there. She never turns it. She went to a wedding, and this is what I wanted to say is on This Is Me. There's a producer or something that invited her to their son's wedding, and the whole time she's at the reception, she's taking pictures, signing autographs, talking to people, and they're like, "Dolly, this isn't why we had you come." And she goes, "If I didn't do this, this is what I do." Yeah. Why wouldn't I do this? And there's so many times you see entertainers and they snub people and they're just too good and whatnot. But she's humble.
They say
so
she
talented.
Always stops and acknowledges and this and the other. Yay.
Yeah.
So okay, so there's that question. Let's just say when you get dressed as Dolly, how much time does it take from start to finish on an average?
To paint Mona is from start to finish painting and getting ready. I have it down to about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Dolly takes me. It's hard. Her eyes are very hard, and her lips, as you said. It takes me close to 3.5, 4 hours.
Wow.
Just because I'm so particular about it, because I've got to get the hook in the nose and I've got to get the chin just square, enough.
Is that why I've never heard a female impersonator. I've known a boatload. Because I used to live in Vegas, and I've never heard anyone refer to it as an illusionist.
Yeah,
I love that.
I don't like the word drag queen. I do go by drag queen.
I wondered if I was going to ask you about that. Is it kind of like
it has a derogatory
at
times?
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I don't want to be dragged through anything.
Okay,
I want to be on top. Yeah, I've got one too. I don't know if it'll come through. But this bitch, that's mine that I use. I don't know.
Okay,
that's my ding on my show.
Hit? I want one of those
on my little box. I have I'll send you the link for it. Okay. It's a box that you can recreate your own stuff.
Oh, send me the link to it.
Yeah,
I
just got it on Amazon.
All I have is this fart box. Oh, my battery's dead. Oh no. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I love that. Oh yeah, that's great.
That's my favorite one. You know what though? You know why I have this? Let me tell you. Because when I have controversial people on the show, that like I'll set them up. A hater or somebody I've seen some real shit in their. Hi, oh, I love your message. Come on, show. And every time they say some of that shitty stuff, but I don't let them see this. I'm like, excuse you.
See, and I didn't
Let
do
me
it.
tell you, because when I have
I can record you
controversial
talking
people
too. And make a
on the
clip.
show, that like
I can make you into a clip too.
oh, I've never been a clip. Wait a minute. No, I haven't. Okay.
So yeah, this is it was a good deal. Like I think it was like $100 or something.
Oh, you gotta send me the thing. You gotta send me the thing. Here's something I want to talk about as far as the work you do on the stage and stuff that I know a lot of entertainers in the industry of female impersonation are really big on, really big on, and that is being of service, helping raise money, doing a lot of charity work and things like that. And because I want to get into how you feel about this controversy we've seen come and go about, impersonators reading to children and all the cancellation of shows and how the communities get up and are. Let's talk about that. So first start with what are some of the things you love to do as far as raising? Is there any charity or anything that's near and dear to your heart?
Yes, it's our own pride here, and that's in Ashtabula. We're the largest county in Ohio with the least amount of people. So we're a very rural area, farms, vineyards for wine. We make a lot of wine here.
A lot of what?
A lot of wine. We have a lot of
Wine?
wineries. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Ice wine. Have you ever heard of ice wine?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, it's where they leave the grapes on the vine.
Oh, yeah.
Frost comes, it's like a raisin. They get like just a drop out of each grape. And
they
like
make
super
that there.
Sweet. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. Coca-Cola plant. We have Coca-Cola here. Henry Ford, we have a lot of stuff here.
A lot of square dancing?
A lot of square dancing. I don't know about that.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
You're
going to throw some shade.
You're right.
So, wait a minute.
But we had our first Pride here 3 years ago. We started. It was the guy who actually started founding. He was going to make a Pride picnic, and he actually just passed away 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
yeah. And I found out about it, and they were getting ready to have this picnic, and I was like, jumped on board, and I was like, hey, I'm a drag queen, like I'm local, and I would love to help. And we turned this into a festival within 2 weeks, raising money in the county, and almost nearly 4,000 people showed up.
Were you surprised by that?
I was like blown away. Ooh, it still makes me a little. Ooh.
See, and let's talk about that, because a lot of areas and towns and smaller communities are a little, even here, I'm gonna just keep it real. I live in Naperville, Illinois, which is dubbed every year as the safest place to raise a family.
Yeah.
And just next door is a town called Aurora, and they had a pretty big Pride, and my husband and I were like, should we go? And I'm gonna be honest with you, I was scared to go, because nowadays people are,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So and they might show, we thought they were gonna be, get out of here, this kind of thing. But tell us, what was the biggest thing that touched your heart about this Pride in your town that you could have never seen coming?
Well, first of all, it was the first time I'd ever really didn't care. I was in the front page of the newspaper in drag. I
first time you didn't care?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And were you shocked that this aha moment happened in your own backyard?
Mm-hmm.
You would think that'd be the last place you'd want to,
right.
Yeah. And how did that turn out?
And because my mother and father, I was raised very strict Pentecostal. My mom calls drag that thing. Do you still do that thing? So I was like, I didn't care. I didn't care if people at work saw me on the front page of the paper in drag and what I did. I didn't care.
Are you okay talking about that subject?
Yeah,
about
absolutely.
Like when you first began, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Did you do drag? Did you slip into somebody's outfit when you were a little boy? Because I did. I did. Well, I remember I couldn't, after that first time, and my mom would leave, I'd be all up in that closet. walking around dressed
The
the
heels.
I wonder, how did they walk in those heels? Well, I quickly found out, it's
You
not as
found
hard
out?
as you think.
Right.
Right. But how old were you? And then how did you indoctrinate this into your family's dynamic? And what kind of pushback did you get, if any?
So what happened was I've been an actor on stage, singing and acting since very early, in high school, and just kept continue doing and actually continue now, even still doing theater. While doing theater, I'm part of I think 19, 20 years now. God, I'm old. That's really weird to say that.
If you're old, what does that make me?
Well, I don't know how old you are. You look good.
Oh,
you got that. You got this. It's just I had to hit the make my appearance look good button before I came in.
Oh, I would. I need one of those. Send that link too. How old do you think I am? Don't you hate when people say that?
Yes,
I do too. I was like, how old do you want me to think you are? Because I can't.
48.
What?
48.
You're in my will. You're in my will. I'm not kidding. I'm 61.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I just turned it 4th of July.
No way.
I did.
Oh, happy birthday, 4th of July.
Thank you.
You get fireworks for your birthday every year.
I do. That's why I love your background. So
Yeah, right.
I want that in my bedroom.
I knew all about it.
Oh,
Never know.
So what was it like? Do you remember the talk? Did people just was it like, oh my God, calling each other and a scandal? Was it a scandal?
No, I don't. You know what? I don't know, because I was at a point. So, I did with the theater company that I was with. I started doing special effects makeup using prosthetics. I was the Scrooge and Grinch and all these things where I was using makeup and learning techniques. And so when it was time to paint, for those of you who don't know, that's when we put our face on. Is what we call it, painting our face, painting our mug, beating our mug, those kind of things. It was no big deal, but I didn't care. I was wanting to do this. I had always wanted to do this, and my best friend said, "Do it. Why don't you just do it?" So I did it. And it took a couple times. So I wanted to sing. I was a live singer. That was my talent. I'm not a dancer girl. You know what I mean? I don't dance. And so I kept saying, I want to sing. And my drag father, Skylar Stiles.
Wait.
I'm from the House of Styles, Samantha Styles.
There is a thing called as a drag father.
Yeah.
They need a reality show, because you hear all about drag mothers in the house.
Yeah.
Never knew it. And how can this be?
Yeah. Well, that's who I went to. He's the male entertainer. Well, what if you have a drag king as your father? He would be your drag father as your mentor. I mean,
explain to people what you just said. So is a drag king?
So a drag king is a
woman?
Is a biological woman that performs as a man. A drag queen is a biological man who performs as a woman. A male entertainer is a biological man who performs as a man.
Okay, give me a moment while I pick the gravel out of my nostrils from clearly living under a rock. Because I'm like, what the hell? Really?
Yeah, so I went to him, and he controlled fire. He was, his shows were amazing. He was very entertaining. He now lives in Miami. He works Palace in Miami. But I was infatuated with his style. He was funny, he was loud, he was just awesome. He had the costumes. I mean, he would come out in, anything. He wasn't a stripper. There's a difference.
There's a difference.
He performed as
I know it.
Yeah, right. But he had there's Judas Elliott. If you're familiar with him, he's a very well-known male entertainer. The Geo Glam. They're all just male entertainers.
I want to go. Where do you find a drag king show?
A drag king show? They're few and far between, because there's not a lot of kings out there.
Why?
Well, there might be. But, well, you see, they need to have a drag king, like the RuPaul kind of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe Mona will have one.
Ooh. You should. Don't wait.
Someone write it down.
You really should. Hurry. Your team's on here.
My team's on here.
Yes. Hello to all you beautiful people. Angel.
And there's Pam and Madison. Yeah.
I know. And yep. Hold on. Let me get to Madison. I love these profile pics. There's Matt. And look at Madison.
Madison's up by you. She's in Michigan. She's close.
Where in Michigan? I'm from Michigan. Put in the comments, where you from? Oh, I bet you do, Angel. He said, I got
Angel's my assistant. I would lose my head if it wasn't for her half the time.
Right. So let me ask you this. So you've been doing this for, you said 16 years, right around?
It's pretty close to it. Yeah, I lost count a long time ago.
So have you ever been tempted to leave Walnut Grove
I
and
did.
go to the big city?
No, I thought you meant leave doing it.
No,
No,
leave the little that I couldn't remember what's the name of the town?
where I live,
Yeah.
Ashtabula.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Also known as, for the purpose of this show, Walnut Grove.
Walnut Grove.
Because I cannot say that name. I cannot. Ashtabula. Oh,
This bitch.
see, well, thank you. Flattery will get you everywhere.
Right.
So, but never tempted, or have you been offered to, and do you go on the
Excuse me.
road?
I
What's
do.
okay? Here it is. What's the biggest show, or tell us about your best performance? Where was it? Who were you performing as, and what made it your standout moment? That one you'll never forget. Ooh.
Oh, I will never forget doing Pride. My Pride.
Yeah, you're taking the easy way out. Or is that for
I'm
real?
not. That's for real.
So did you perform at that
Oh,
Pride?
absolutely. I hosted the show. I was in drag. I had like the area's top performers there. We had, I think, 15 queens and kings. Like, they brought the house down. But I remember walking out when they announced me, and walking out, and I saw all these people. I was like, woo. They were in a field. We had it in someone's property, like because they didn't want it to have it down at Lakeshore Park anymore.
I'm sure.
It was too much, too many people. They were afraid at the beach.
Yeah.
So we had it was the Hamper family farm. It was an attorney family here that they let us have their land. It was a big pond. It was beautiful.
That was this year.
That was 2020.
So
yeah.
Why are they? Was that a one and done, or what's the deal?
No, we just had our third one.
How was that?
It was the third one was good. But last year was good. We didn't have an involvement this past year. I had pulled myself out of the board for different reasons, but I actually with a local girl here, Becky Beeman, her and I just took the Pride organization.
Becky Beeman
Mm-hmm.
Got a sister named Gail.
I don't think
grandmother lives over on Walnut
in Ashtabula.
I'm kidding.
Stop it, because we have a Walnut.
I love doing that because the person always goes, wait a minute.
I was getting ready to call
like I really know. Anyway, works every time, y'all. Okay, here's my next question for you.
But anyway, that's what I was saying. You didn't let me finish the story.
Oh, well, that's a senior moment. 61, I told you.
We actually
moisturizer doesn't fix everything.
Maybe you should start drinking it. Let it go to your brain. Give it some freshening up.
Go ahead.
We actually, her and I, owned. Now we started a nonprofit. We have the Ashtabula Pride Incorporation. So
Ashtabula needs a nickname, child.
Beulah.
Oh, why do you lead with Beulah? I can get behind.
Because then nobody will find it. Not that they're going to find it.
I'm just kidding. Where are we there yet? You missed it. When? Last time you blinked?
Yeah, right.
So do you have wait a minute. Tell me you have more than one stoplight.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what's the big store there?
Well, we have a Walmart.
So do they say, I saw her down at the Walmart?
Yeah.
Okay.
In her pajamas.
Yeah. Stop. We won't even go there. So
and Crocs.
I want to ask you this. Here, so there's an educational moment inside the experience today. What would you think? What would you say? What's your opinion as far as what, the
children,
the general world, the biggest misconception about female impersonators?
Well, that right now, what's going on? We're not groomers. We're not pedophiles. A pedophile is a pedophile.
Exactly.
Ministers are pedophiles.
Mm-hmm.
School teachers can be pedophiles. I didn't mean that as in R.
I know. Right.
I said it as all of them, but that's a sickness. That's a mental illness that you have. That's something else. We are not. Do I agree with you? Had asked that question. I didn't touch on it. I think everything has its purpose and its place. Do I think it's wrong to read a book to children dressed as the evil queen from Snow White, like I do, or if I could be Dolly Parton and do something? No, it's not. It's not.
Who?
The evil queen from Snow White, right there.
That ain't you.
Yes, that is.
Ooh, I ain't never seen that leg sticking out of the Evil Queen before.
You know what? Because it had to have a flair of Mona. I made that gown. It was just
I-
a couple months ago.
Shut up.
My first time. That is stretched velvet.
It's beautiful.
I had 9 yards of that.
I need that for Halloween.
It's heavy, girl. Whew.
I bet.
Those sleeves. Ooh.
Wow.
But everything has its point in its place.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Can I ask
Do
you
I-
something?
Yeah.
What about this? How does it make you feel? I'm asking you to speak personally from your own experience. When people don't understand, say for instance, the transgender, the difference between transgender and female entertainer. Does it get confused? Is it like a lot of people think it's like a big old tie-dye that just all blends together? Do you ever experience that, Mona?
Yes, we and I think it's because of a lot of them started as being a drag queen or still are. My good friend, one of my best friends, she's trans and that's what she's done. That's her job.
Yeah.
Is performing. Travel, she's known nationwide. Like she's very well, Danielle Vasquez. It's it's when people find it used to be the last thing that I would tell people, especially when you're trying to date someone because they run really fast. I want them to get to know me, but now I don't care if you don't. It's package. I'm not going to change who I am. I'm not going to stop doing this because you don't like it. Because I've done that my whole life. I've lived my life for everyone else and I've been miserable, for 40 some years. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to live it for me. He's frozen. Look at him. But there is that misconception. There's misconceptions with everything. People want to come up with whatever they possibly can for anything. If they don't like it, it hurts their, then I need a beep button sometimes. Sam, I don't know what your rules are here on my show. We say whatever we want. I know yours is early in the morning, mine's later at night. So, but yeah, no, I don't understand why that is. Because I dress like a woman doesn't mean I want to be a woman. And then you get the guys like, ooh,
that's another thing. Cross dresser.
Yeah, they think I'm a cross dresser. I'm not. Look, I have too much on. It takes me too long to put it on. It's not sexy to me.
Right.
I mean, in the way of
right,
in the bedroom, it's not going to happen. It'll take you 4 hours just to get my tights off.
Speaking of the bedroom, I've been dying to ask this question for years, but I didn't want to get popped in the mouth. I'm serious. Don't get it twisted with female impersonators, y'all. Say the wrong thing, you're gonna be picking your teeth up. For real. They do not like being disrespected. Who does?
No,
right? But
right.
But let me ask you this. So, scenario. You just finished performing. Some hot guy comes up, starts hitting on Mona, and then they want to, let's go, this, that, and the other. Or they want to date you, or they want to ask you out. Do you show up as Mona because they approached you as Mona, or do you show up as Michael? Never. Have you ever had that where someone didn't want to date Michael?
I have.
Michael wanted to sleep with Mona.
Yes, and I tell them they have to sleep with the Scrooge first. And I've only had one person say yes to that, and I just blocked them on everything.
You said it right there. Did you say Scrooge?
Yeah.
Let's get married. Wow. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to a 1-minute break, and when we come back, I want to talk to Mona about the serious piece that she dropped off at the very front of the block, meaning the front of this interview, when he said, Michael, that Mona is your mouthpiece, gives you a chance to speak what you can't in the body that we're looking at today. We're going to dig that a little deeper, unpack that a little more when we come back. Now's a great time to share out the broadcast. There's a lot more show ahead. We'll be right back. Don't you dare go away. This world is changing more and more. This world is changing more and more every day, and we've decided to change right along with it. My name is Dr. Lauren Michaels Harris, and I'm the president of Trajectory TV Network. At Trajectory, our vision is to provide a creative platform for top content creators and storytellers from around the globe. We're also dedicated to providing this world with content that is healing, educational, empowering, exciting, and above all else, entertaining and transparent.
So right now, I invite all of you who believe yourselves to be global game changers to use the link found here and simply take a chance. Schedule a virtual chat where you'll have the opportunity to share your vision for your very own global television show with me, the network president. So use that link, and together, let's begin changing and healing this world, one story at a time. And remember, whether you have years of experience in front of the camera or zero experience, it doesn't matter. What matters the most is your desire to share great content through television and a willingness to share it with passion and with purpose. You might ask, how do I know if I've fallen in love with my purpose and my purpose has fallen in love with me? It's easy when you've lost your voice because you just can't stop talking about it. I'll see you soon.
Back to the T to the G to the I to the F edition of Bathrobe Moments. I'm your host, Dr. Lauren Michaels Harris, and my incredible guest today. Get on back in here, Michael Mona. Welcome back.
I love that you lost your voice because you can't stop talking about it.
Yeah, you know what that was? I had shot that movie that came out last winter. Oh wait.
Plug.
I know. I don't. It's somewhere around here. Anyway, yeah, Heathen, and they had me screaming out on the streets of Cincinnati at a drag show.
Really?
We shot, yeah, and I had to go out there like at 1 o'clock in the morning, and then I woke up, and for like a month when I got back, yeah, and I had to cover it because that commercial was already due to be cut. But anyway, yeah. So, serious. Tell us all about the importance, because I hear a lot, like one of my favorite parts of Drag Race is when the girls are back there usually doing their painting and they get real about how they were saved or rescued, through the art of female impersonation. The freedoms that it allows. So shed a little light on that from your personal experience, how important that was you, and who was the person that was being lost or that was, just disappearing, that made this so important to you?
I have, when you have that pit inside of you, like where you're just gonna like start crying or something. I've had that for like the last 2 minutes, so bear with me if I do. When we started doing Pride, I was asked that in 2020, I was asked to actually speak at an affirming church. Affirming means that they are open to the LGBTQ plus community. The pastor was actually a gay pastor, and to come and speak and give, song and minister to the congregation during Pride Month, but do it as Mona. And so I fought many demons to do that. Being raised Pentecostal, I suppressed who I actually was, inside. So you can hear the crackling of the voice. So there it is. I had suppressed myself so much, pushed who I was down. I lived two lives, who I actually was. And then I had who I was wanting everybody to believe I was, not gay, And so, and you can find it on my YouTube channel of me speaking and singing there at the church, where I just told my story of being a gay man. I am a gay Christian. I believe that
How is that even possible?
That's right. How many times, listen, they preach about me at churches around here. That's wrong for me to say that. I can't say that. How dare he say he's a gay Christian? It's impossible. Because they're all going to
unmitigated gall.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah, right. So
you hit that bitch.
Right.
Bitch.
This bitch.
Right. Now, as they are polishing the offering plates.
Yes, right. Yeah. Just getting it all ready.
Okay.
So it was in that moment of giving my stories that, I was ordained in the church, like, as a worship leader, like a children's director, and but still suppressing it, having a boyfriend on the side, and I finally was like, I can't do this anymore. There's a reason, you have a calling in your life and you have to do it.
Yeah.
And I will do it. And that is to deliver the message that God doesn't hate us. You've created that whole terminology in your mind, and you've created that in your ideologies from what you've interpreted the Bible. You can't come to me and say, well, you're going to hell because of this, that, or whatever, while you're doing the other thing and that the Bible says not to do. You're going to either
Yeah.
take all the Bible or you're not.
Yeah.
So, and we've learned, and you probably know, the Bible has been changed so many times. All the Bibles were destroyed by Henry the Sixth or Eighth or
And
something.
it says right on it, King James's version.
Yeah, his version.
Means something was took out, something was put back in. Yeah, right.
So yeah, I've used that. My cousin had called me, like immediately after the show, and was like, "You've got to do this. You've got to take this on the road, so to speak." And that's where we created Lots of Tea, because I want to help people.
How do you? And this is a legitimate question.
Mhm.
That's why I think a lot of the time, part of my pushback or resistance to showing up at prides and things is because I know me, and I know if the wrong hate slur comes out of somebody's mouth, I don't trust the way I would respond, to be real about it.
Right.
So, can you share a little bit about how you deal with the horrible things that come out of people's mouths, or what they are just it just no filter. It just comes out. And the misconceptions, especially like in the Christian world, about, because I can tell that's a real passion for you. Like, people don't think that God loves unconditionally, but they preach it. It's like, wait, what? I
don't see that I'm going to hell because of who I love.
Right.
And because of who I was made it to be. He made me in his own image, if we're going by the Bible, and he doesn't do anything incorrectly, is what we teach. Everything is perfect that he makes, so why am I not?
And I have seen more and more churches
becoming more affirming.
Yes, more affirming.
Yes.
And putting it out there on their signs and things. All are welcome here.
Yeah, and I saw a pastor preach on TikTok 2 years ago, African American pastor. I was like just blown away. He's like, you better stop, because this is where our music comes from. You're going after the gay man in the church who's writing all the songs that you're singing, but you're over here, sleeping with sister so and so while your wife's at home. But he just went through the Bible. Was like, you can't. The Bible also says not to wear two different fabrics at the same time, not to eat shellfish. When a woman's having her time of the month, the man's supposed to leave the house. All that stuff. We don't do it.
Not to wear two fabrics at the same time.
To wear two different fabrics.
Really?
Like, you can't wear.
Oh, Lord, no. Oh, no. Can't do that. So what are your dreams? What are your dreams for Mona? And I want to find out how you chose your name. I'd want to do a book. I want to do a book of, how they have baby name books?
Yeah.
Drag queen name book.
Yeah.
So you can go through it. Oh, I like that. With circle.
Yeah.
How did you choose your name?
I just want to finish that last comment you'd ask. What do I do when people say derogatory things? It's what I say. I have a shirt that says it. I have buttons that say it, and magnets. Other people's opinions are none of your business. You just walk away. Doesn't matter what people say.
Say it again.
Other people's opinions of you are none of your business.
Are none of your business. That's almost like what my birth mom.
What people think of you doesn't matter.
That's what my birth mom still used to say. She'd say, Lauren, if something doesn't make sense to you, including things that come out of people's mouths, it's because it hasn't got shit to do with you.
Right.
It ain't got shit to do with you.
Don't let it affect you.
Yeah. Thank you, Mom.
I don't care what people think. Yes.
Yeah. So
I don't care what people think of me.
What name almost made it?
And if I continue to do what my plans are with taking this on the road, not Beverly, Pentecostal was my other name.
I remember you told me that in the pre-interview. Oh, yeah.
That was my best friend. He's passed since then. It was his suggestion. It was Pentecostal.
Pentecostal. And let's talk about this. When you do, so you do Dolly Parton. Who else do you perform that people might recognize? And how
Joan
did you
Crawford.
go about choosing Joan Crawford?
Mm-hmm.
wait a minute. After Lucy, come. Okay, you want to do a scene off from Mommy Dearest? Okay, no, my favorite scene. Well, no, my favorite scene from Mommy Dearest is this one. You know, there's two. The first favorite one is this one. Where's my lotion? Oh, wait, when she's like, wait. So, you don't like it when you can't get your sleep? Maybe now, next time, right? Remember, and Christine was in the door, and she her babies. She looked like, I want to kill you, right? Right. And then the other one was this one, when she came in the room, opened the door, and caught her with her leg all up over the back of the couch.
Yeah.
Freshener, Mommy Dearest. Brought you a drink, ho. Right. Right. What's your favorite scene from Mommy Dearest?
I love when she just, oh man, like it's in my mix too. It's the she's like, how could you do this in front of a reporter? A reporter. You know, she goes so dramatic with it. She's screaming and she's like, a reporter.
Right,
you know?
right. Oh, and here's another one I can see you doing. A lot of people don't, when it gets to this part of the movie, but when she's married to the Coca-Cola King, and she's in there with all those blueprints, and she says something about, and put a window or a door where a door belongs, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
So when you do Joan Crawford, but she didn't sing.
I don't, I always sing my stuff. I'm a live singing in Queen. Okay. So I don't lip sync. I lip sync for 3 months, and then I won a pageant, my first pageant 3 months in, and my talent was singing. And I said, you know, because my drag father kept saying, no one sings, only Denise Russell sings, which is a big name. If you know, she's from this area, and she performs all around, even Las Vegas. But that's what I do. I don't lip sync unless it's Dolly Parton, Diva Queen, Joan Crawford. Those are my three.
Are you warmed up?
Yeah, I could.
Did you do a little something?
Something, sure.
Okay. Really?
Why not? The Bible says that be in season and at all times.
Yeah. Okay, wait a minute. Let me get out of here.
Let me push this back because it's going to be loud.
Unless you need a backup singer.
Well, go ahead.
I'm kidding.
Can you hear that? It's an easy go-to. I don't know. Let me move my microphone back. Give me one reason to stay here, yeah, and I'll turn right back around.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Why don't you give me one reason to stay here, oh, and I'll turn right back around.
Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Said I don't want to leave you lonely, oh, you gotta make me change my mind.
Yes,
So there you go.
Yes, you do.
The rest of you'll have to pay for.
Yeah, okay. Oh my goodness. And that was actually a backstage audition on my part.
It was great. I love it.
Thank you. So where are you going to be next? On the screen, ticker taping right now, you'll see one of the places you can catch.
That's our website. Yeah.
Well, yes. Tell them about what they'll find when they go to lotsproductions.org, Michael.
Lots Productions will give you, the story of Mona, how she was created. You get to see my team, my broadcast team, and get to kind of meet them. Also, is that your? Yeah, there you go. You'll get to see, where I'm at, where I'm going to be at, my merchandise, things like that, and links you to our Pride page.
Yay.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. You'll have to reach out and personally invite myself and Dr. Brian, my husband, to join you guys. We're in Chicago. I mean, it's
not far.
Right.
Stay right here. I have a spare room. I have a big house.
Yeah, and come to your next Pride. We'd love that.
I would love that.
We're actually going to be at a Pride in Michigan. It's a surprise. Brian doesn't know about it. And sometime in the fall, up in, I think it's Saugatuck.
Okay.
Michigan. We're going.
Ooh, that's like, it sounds like a drag queen who's sweaty. Soggy Tuck.
Ooh. How come y'all smell that? Okay. I am just, listen, in all seriousness, I'm just so honored to all the girls that showed up here. Thank you to all of the queens that came to support. I love y'all. We get it.
There's my cousin there.
And thank you for all the work you put into giving us that experience that is unlike any other on the planet. And that is this type of entertaining. Brian's 50th birthday party, we took 60 people to the Baton here in Chicago.
Yeah,
and
I've been
it
there.
was the best time we ever had.
I just did a 50th surprise birthday party as Mona at someone's home.
Oh, can people reach
weekends ago.
out if they want to, if they're in the tri-state area, to hire you and things like that? So you do private events.
Mm-hmm. I do.
Yeah, and the other girls that are here, if you feel free to drop your connectors in the comment section. If people want to get in touch to see what you do, we want to lift your voice as high as we possibly can. Michael, Mona, thank you both so much for being here today. We couldn't have done it without you, nor would we wanted to. What a great way to round out the week, you guys. Thank you so much for helping me to believe that it matters to have illuminated conversations and just talk about the things that make us feel great. Listen, have a divine weekend. I'll meet you, God willing, Monday morning out on the front porch again, where we'll start the week together, one conversation at a time. Michael, thank you so much. Thank you. It was absolutely fantastic.
I had a great time.
I did too. And you're welcome back anytime. And if any of the other
be on my show,
yeah, please.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I wonder when you're gonna listen, and the other queens, send them my way. I would love to have as many of you on as possible. And listen, have a great weekend. And you guys, remember what I say in closing every day. Do whatever you need to do to find your highest self today. Don't waste any energy trying to move negative things or negative people or just things that don't serve you out of the way. Give your permission to those things that God created to assist you in finding your highest self. Give them permission to do what they were created to do. And those other things will move themselves. Get out of here. And as always, I love you. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it. See you Monday, you guys. Thanks for everything.
Bye-bye.
Show me your soul. Baby, I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Honey, it's way past time. How expensive do I have to be? Need I spell it out before you get it, baby? Show me your soul. And honey, I'll show you mine. I'll show you mine.